Alrighty. I think that I'm at a point where it's worth sharing some updates. Not a lot has changed since yesterday. I hit quite the wall today. Particularly implementing a split function, which still isn't fully operational. So I'm just going to manipulate the game by turning on the button. Normally, so what it does is it detects this. It'll. Wonder if I can demonstrate this here from in here. If we can view the not card slots, the cards. I have a split card value here, and it checks to see if these match, and that's how it knows. Because if you look at like a King of Hearts, it's valued at a 10 in terms of point standards, but from I need to give some sort of way to determine what the card is. So, anyways, we're just gonna split for the purposes of demonstration here. The first iteration that I'll demonstrate is standing, and then busting from the first play. And this is what took me the longest time to figure out. That was absolutely brutal to try and figure out how to get that to work. Finally ended up like with issues with the buttons down here, where they were toggling on, they were toggling off, and just my initial approach to the problem was pretty bad, and I think that broke it. I think my new solution is slightly better. So, moving on. I have to go back to my split button, turn it on for the next demonstration. So this time we're gonna stand on both. You see the dealer's winning in both cases, but it's gonna resolve one hand at a time. Yeah, dealer wins on that hand, and that's effectively the functionality. You'll probably notice that I can split freely. It's not costing me anything right now. That's not going to be the case once it's implemented. There is going to be a calculation and determination on whether or not to activate it. Like another condition is going to be, do you have double your bet, right? I have a balance of 800. I bet 400. I can do it. I have a balance of 800. I bet 500. And I bet 500. It won't allow me. Like, it won't activate. So that'll just be a contingency that's in there. It'll adjust the bet total. And the payout calculation will be on a per hand basis. So that's but those systems are kind of outside of gameplay, so I don't imagine that like they're gonna be too hard to and it's still part of gameplay. It's just not as intertwined as some of the other systems, so I don't imagine it's gonna be like excruciatingly hard to come up with some way to calculate the payouts. And then finally, the issue that I just recently discovered, and I'm heading to bed, so I'm not going to be able to fix it tonight. But if I bust, of course the dealer wins. It freezes the game. So it's a game-breaking bug that needs to be fixed. And I'll get to it. But this is where I'm at right now. I'm not as excited as I was leading up to today. I really, really was not looking forward to working on the split button. I knew it was going to be complicated, and it has been.